All right, the next part of the kit is a speed belt and these nylon sleeve bands. Now, I obviously have a weight rack here, but the two attachments that come with it, you could take this long strap and just go around anything. It doesn't have to be low, it can be high. So now I can hook these bands just to this loop. This rubber ball, I could go under a weight bench. I could go under a door, slam a door, keep the ball on the outside, and that will not pull through. So there's different ways you can use this stuff at your house or at the gym. So we're going to snap these two bands to the clip. And the speed belt is just a nylon belt, kind of made out of seatbelt material. And he's just going to snap it. There's two ways to click. There's a good click. That doesn't come undone, and the soft click will come undone. So you're going to make sure you get a good one. So go ahead and he's going to snap that around his waist. Okay, so he's got the belt on. Now at the gym or even in your basement, those are 10 feet long. So they're going to stretch about 10 to 12 yards. So Easton, why don't you just walk out toward me? Again, they won't break. Notice he walked about 10 yards. It's always nice to know how far you can stretch those things. Okay, go back. All right. So obviously you want to have a point of reference to stop. So we're going to just set a water bottle down. Now, there's several ways you can use these. This is like running up a hill. So if you're a little older and you don't really run, you can jog. So let's use this as a cardio tool. So Easton, you're going to jog to the water bottle and then just go back under control. He's going to do this 5 to 10 times. Again, the more active you want to be, the harder you're going to run. Okay? So again, he's just running against load, nothing crazy here. It's just another way to use them. Okay, he's going to jog or run out. Let's do 2 more. Make sure when you go back that you're under control. You don't want to fall down. And again, you think about it, you can get your heart rate as high as you want to do this, the more intensity you want to run. So that would be just forward movement. Again, this is all in your booklet. Okay, the belt spins, so he's going to face the attachment. Okay, so now what we're going to do is walk backwards or jog backwards. So he's going to push through his toes, get to the water bottle, and then go back under control. I kind of like to walk back on my heels so I don't get pulled forward. Back pedal. Go forward on your heels. Back pedal. Push through your toes. And when you do this enough, you're going to start to feel it in your quads. Your quads are going to burn. Again, you can walk, you can go fast, you can go medium pace, it doesn't matter. It's just a way to overload your body, get your heart rate up a little bit, especially for those of you that walk when you play golf. So after 5 of those, you're going to face me, and we're going to do a mini shuffle. So now we're working our hips. So again, mini shuffles is going to get down a little bit of athletic base a little quicker. Yep, he's just shuffling his feet. He's going to go to the cone and back. Oh, I like to go, make sure when you go back you decelerate so you're always under control. Go ahead. He's really pushing with his outside leg. Go back under control. And again. And I would tell you guys to start with 5 reps every direction until you're comfortable and you can start pushing yourself a little more. Now notice I have 2 bands on him too. Do 1 more. Again, if you're a beginner at this stuff, then you would just take 1 off and just use 1. But he's using 2 today. All right, face the other way. All right, we're good. Now we got to work the other side. He's going to shuffle out. Shuffle back. Shuffle out. Shuffle back. Shuffle out. Last one. All right. All right, face me. All right, so now that would be like a little cardio builder there. Now we want to talk about power. So the next drill is going to be like a lateral jump. We're going to load our inside, outside this leg, and we're going to hop to our other leg. Your goal is to load, explode, and try to land on one leg and stay there. Now, again, I would start really simple, little hops, and then Easton's going to progress into aggressive jumps. So put a little bit of load on your hip and just transfer your weight. Left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right, and shuffle back. Again, start really simple, basic. Okay, now let's put a little more effort in this one. Left, right, catch it. Left, right, catch. Left, right, catch. Left, right, catch. This is really good for transferring your weight when you swing the club. Balance is important, and a lot of us don't work on balance. So he's working single leg to single leg, which is a great way to train. Now this one, let's do one rep really hard, as far as you can go. Catch, jump, catch, jump, catch, and catch. Good. Shuffle back. So we would work that 5 reps or so. Let's face the other way. All right, belt spins. Let's start little ones. Jump from your right leg to your left leg. And the focus again, guys, is landing on your left leg and actually staying on your left leg. And don't let your right leg hit the ground right away. Learning how to land and stand on one leg with load pulling you the opposite direction. Good. All right. Now let's do middle load here. Let's do a little bit more aggressive. There you go. Lateral power. Good for hitting driver. All right, Easton, let's do one more really hard as far as you can jump. Excellent. Awesome. So that's our lateral shuffles, 2 lateral hops. So now we're going to work linear. So we're going to do a broad jump. Again, let's start simple. You know, we're going to sequence our bodies. We're going to get up in the air. We're going to pull back. We're going to jump and land both feet. Stick your landing and repeat it. So again, let's go, 60%. Jump, catch, push. And notice this is good for power. Developing extension through the hip at the end of his jump. So let's go a little harder now. Push, catch, push, catch, push, catch. Okay, so again, how hard do you want to jump? Okay, let's do a little bit harder. We'll do 2 more. Push, catch, push, catch, push, catch. Excellent. Now he's getting to that water bottle in 3 jumps. So imagine trying to get there in 2. He's going to put everything he's got into this one. Jump, catch, jump, catch. Notice he almost got there. And rest. So that's a double leg broad jump. Pretty simple. Take your time. Just try to get to the point of reference at the end in as few jumps as possible. So golf, a single leg, it is kind of a single leg sport. We transfer our weight. So this next one is going to be right leg only. He's just going to hop, stick your landing, and catch his body weight, catch his body weight, catch his body weight, catch his body weight. Okay, walk back. Now I would like you to switch legs. So now we're going to do the other leg. So this is single leg linear. He's just landing, flat-footed, keeping his balance. Let's do the other leg again. Stick your landing, stick your landing, stick your landing, and back. Switch legs. Stick, 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 and back. We'll do one more each leg. And back. Now I'm making Easton go through all these in a row. This is tiring. But he's also training, so I wouldn't expect everybody to do it. You're going to want to take breaks. So that's linear single leg. Now, the most advanced jumping we're going to do is we're going to do lateral single leg. So what I'd like you to do, Easton, is take one of those bands off. So he's just going to unclip one. Yep, there you go. So now we got one. Face me. So we're going to go right leg, single leg hop, catch, 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 and shuffle back. Now, I would tell you guys maybe to start half of the distance that Easton's going, maybe go 5 yards instead of 10. So stick your landing and shuffle back. Now let's do inside leg. So you're going to do your left leg now. Catch, catch, catch. Okay, that's fine. Take your time. Again, if you need a break, take a break, but we're going to do this for the sake of the video. We're going to make them do one more. Stick, 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 and stick. Now he's taking some pretty aggressive jumps there. Let's face the other way. So now, Easton, just for the sake of video, let's do like just little hops on your right leg. So little hop, catch, little hop, catch. This is how you should start. Just little control jumps, shuffle back. You don't have to jump for distance on this. Let's do left leg now. Little hop, catch, little hop, catch, little hop, catch. Excellent. We're going to do one more each leg, and then that's it. Nice and controlled. Notice there's no double jump. And rest. Good. So those are the speed belts and the 10-foot sleeve bands on how to train for power and conditioning.